When Prince Akeem of Zamunda decided to find his queen, he didn't look in a palace. He looked for the most basic place he could find. That search led him to a gritty, snow-covered corner of Brooklyn that cinema fans will never forget. Today, we're heading to the intersection of South 5th Street and Hooper Street in Williamsburg. In 1988, this was the backdrop for Coming to America. But if Akeem and Semi pulled up in a taxi today, they might not even recognize their own front door. Let's take a look at the royal apartment, then and now. In the movie, the neighborhood was presented as the epitome of 1980s urban grit. The directors used the winter weather to their advantage, covering the streets in thick slush and snow. Look at this shot. You can see the elevated JMZ subway tracks looming over the street. In the film, this created a sense of noise and chaos, a far cry from the quiet luxury of Zamunda. The buildings looked weathered, the streets were lined with old-school sedans, and the atmosphere was intentionally dark and industrial. It was the perfect, humble beginning for a prince. Now let's talk about the house itself, 392 South 5th Street. In the film, we see Akeem standing on that precarious-looking fire escape, shouting, "Good morning, neighbors!" to the borough. If you look at the building today, the architectural bones are exactly the same. Notice the ornate, stone-carved corbels, or brackets above the main entrance and windows. In the movie, these were covered in years of city soot. Today, they've been cleaned up. The building has traded its grey, weathered look for a warmer, yellow-beige brick tone. While the Mighty Sharp barber shop was a set elsewhere, this building remains the heart of the film's Brooklyn identity. This is where the biggest changes happened. In 1988, the area surrounding Akeem's apartment felt vacant and sparse. In this shot from the movie, look at the background. There's a lot of empty space and a tall industrial water tower silhouetted against the sky. Now look at the same angle today. That empty space is gone. In its place is a modern red brick residential building. The empty feeling of the 80s has been replaced by the Brooklyn boom. The street corner now features a bustling bus stop and modern signage. Where there used to be piles of snow and trash, we now see Rosa's Services and Jose Fashion, local businesses that occupy the ground floor. The neighborhood has evolved from a cinematic, rough area into a vibrant, high-demand corner of Williamsburg. If we stand where the camera stood to film the taxi arrival, the perspective is fascinating. The elevated tracks are still there, a permanent fixture of the South Side, but the vibe has shifted. The old boxy 80s Ford and Chevy cars have been replaced by SUVs and modern white vans. The trees along the sidewalk have grown significantly, softening the landscape. Back in Akeem's day, you could see straight through the blocks because there was so much less clutter. Today, the street is dense, green, and feels much more like a lived-in community than a stark movie set. It's rare that a filming location stays so recognizable after nearly 40 years. While the snow has melted and the prince has moved back to Zamunda, 392 South 5th Street stands as a monument to one of the greatest comedies of all time. The next time you're in Williamsburg, take a walk down Hooper Street. Look up at those fire escapes. You might just hear a faint echo of a prince shouting a very Brooklyn greeting to his neighbors. Thanks for watching this trip down memory lane. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more filming location deep dives.